Oh, welcome back, my friends, for another fun reloading video. We're just pumping out some 300 Blackout here tonight. We've got our 155 grain Lee 312155s, an assortment of some gray thing I came up with somehow, the Ford DIllon blue, and some ruby red here. We're rocking some Shooter's World heavy pistol. It's real good like for these cheap economical loads. Because tomorrow I'm heading out to the range and we're meeting up with the boys. And I get to do the dude bro mag dumping this time. You know what I'm talking about? They roll up all hot. They got like an entire case of ammo and they're ready to just blast through 1,000 rounds as quick as they can. Because, you know, they just got their stimulus check, so they didn't actually have to pay for it. So they don't care that it was 700 bucks. But I get to do that way cheaper. I'm just playing around. But I am going to go shoot with a couple of buddies tomorrow. So we're just going to be having some fun. Shooting at some steel, shooting at some targets. A little bit of pistols, a little bit of rifles. Should be quite a good time, I'll tell you what now. How about you guys? You going out to the range this weekend, huh? What are you shooting? Okay, well, be safe out there. Anyways, this is all newly formed 300 Blackout brass, or, you know, from mixed 223 that I had to chop and form and trim and then all that fun stuff. But everything passes the little headspace gauge. And our powder measure here is spot on with this powder. It's like, you know, little sandy dust. It's really good at flowing real good, you know. Really good at flowing good. Anyways, I'm just rambling here. Ooh, that felt a little tight there going in, but dang, we're perfect with that brand new Lake City. I did remount the pockets, but I try to take as little material as possible rather than swaging because, you know, I don't know exactly why really, but I've always ended up just reaming out the pockets and I don't have too much of an issue with that. Like I said, I just try and take as little material as possible off of them. But we're about to fill up here on the back end. Whoop. Been going at it here for about an hour or so. Oh yeah. I'm just loading up about 150 rounds because these Fiocchi primers are weird and they come in 150 round packages. So that's what I'm using today. We're doing 150 of them. But the DIllon here is running just like a charm. I'm getting low on the primers here. We might have lost that bullet. We'll get her later. Probably 20 primers left here. Just a random guess, but we shall see. No big deal either way. It doesn't take a whole lot of time once you're dialed in. Oh, let's try and turn and reseat that one. Perfect. GFL, what's that one? Fiocchi? Yeah, some of them are pretty tight, I'll tell you what now. Let's look at our case fill. There's not a whole lot in these cases with only 12 grains Can we even see it? Let's try and get the lighting up in here. Probably not going to work, but... yeah, it's like, you know, here-ish, and our bullet's way up here, but 12 grains, it's a very fast powder. Basically, like accurate number 9 is what they compare it to. But they actually have data on the front of it. On the front of the label there, and it actually says Magnum pistol and supersonic blackout. Boom. Magnum pistol and supersonic blackout. And in the first recipe, 300 blackout, 125 grain Sierra hollow point boat tail. 14.7 grains is the max. So that's the only data I actually had to come up with this load. But I ended up going with 12 grains here because it functions and it doesn't beat up my brass. And I get pretty good accuracy. Velocity is roughly 1550. Which is plenty fine for plinking, and it cycles the gun just perfectly with my little 10.5 inch upper. So we got just a few primers left here. Down to maybe 3 primers here, so let's be careful and watch our primer cup here and see if we're actually picking them up. Because every once in a while, I don't grab that last one. I boogered up the little claw inside when I was installing it, you know, like 5 years ago, and just never fixed it. Okay, that should have been the last one. Well, let's have a look here. See, had to coerce them a little bit. No biggie, here we go. But that's our last primer. Okay. We're overflowing. Ooh, we made them in. Excellent. Okay, so we're all done here, but I'm gonna take our dummy one that still has an old primer in it, and I'm gonna check our powder measure and make sure we're still getting our 12 grains. So we're gonna turn on the scale there, run it up, and we'll come over here. Woo! Somewhere. And you won't be able to see it, but perfect. 12 grains on the dot. So yeah, that's the great thing about these really fine ball powders, is that they flow really well through your automated powder measures. But anyways, that was just a quick down and dirty loading up some rounds for the range here. I was using some of these old Fioccis I had stored away. I got a couple more of them to go through, but you know, them's my cheap plinkers right there. We used some of that Shooter's World heavy pistol right yonder way. Pretty good stuff. Go check it out. It's like, you know, 22 bucks these days, which is pretty good. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, folks. I appreciate you spending your time with me. We will see you in the next video. Have a good one.